Good morning, good morning, good morning again, folks. Please excuse my looks. I have to let my hair dry, and I'm aware of that unapologetically by default. It makes me look more 90s, but I don't care. I apologize for my ugly mug as per usual. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels, and we're going to go to that horrible world known as the JRC. But before we do, the usual disclaimers. And we're just going to pop right into it. In the description box, you're going to find a link to the article that the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center doesn't want you to read. It's written by NeuroClastic, a small non-for-profit started by autistics for autistics, wherein they interviewed and surveyed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to the JRC's so-called behavior modification program. Matter of fact, the JRC doesn't want you to read this article so much, they have threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. Well, folks, NeuroClastic has refused, so you know the drill. Please read that article and share it on all your social media. Also linked in there, you're going to see NeuroClastic's public statement in regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding, folks. Again, JRC has the balls to see through with their threat. Also linked in there, you're going to see the Ozarks First article in regards to the Agape boarding school / now known as Stone for Help boarding school situation. This is a so-called Christian-themed boarding school based out of Stockton, Missouri that has, and counting, folks, over 21 civil lawsuits, claims, and allegations leveled against it, all which have been substantiated by the Missouri Department of Social Services, and they include the following: sodomy, rape, sexual assault, child abuse, psychological and emotional abuse, child trafficking, starvation, and that's just for starters. You have one former staff member arrested by the FBI, another, a doctor, still on the premises with full access to the boys upon multiple, again, substantiated claims of sodomy, rape, and sexual assault of the boys there. You've got an attorney general too busy trying to defund public libraries and failing, and chasing after drag queens instead of doing his job. And you got a governor who's literally off his gourd. So, folks, send that link around and, send help, good vibes. Pray that magic money will make its way into my account so I can get the hell out of here. Alright, we got the other pertinent links to the Stop the Shocks campaign as well, including Autistic Hoya's massive archive on the subject, Jennifer Masemba's behavioral sheet of shockable offenses, a clip out of the 7-hour ordeal undergone by Andre McCollins back in 2002, and the ever-present self-explanatory Change.org Shut the Judge Rotenberg Center Down petition. Just one brief thought for those of those idiots who like to tell me I'm paid, whether it's the autism mommy TM who think I'm getting paid by George Soros, or the AH stands who say I'm getting paid for that Johnny's paying me. If that case were the case, do you really think I'd live in Missouri right now? The place where they want to disallow females from wearing short-sleeved shirts on the Senate floor. Because I would have hightailed it the hell out of here immediately. Seriously. Or what's that mean? Y'all are getting paid? Where's my check? No, seriously. Seriously. Especially Soros, because I've been doing this the entirety of my adult life. That bastard would owe me back pay. Just saying. Back pay. And I charge interest. Alright. Back to the rest of the disclaimers here. Folks, as you know, this channel is marked not for children for a reason. We do use profanity on occasion. We do speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and they are watching this, please, parental supervision, very obviously advised, all right? Sorry, allergies suck. Speaking of state I hate, allergies have been hell here. All right, folks. Trigger warning. We are about to once again descend into the mad ravings of the lunatic mind known as Dr. Matthew Israel. God help us all. You're going to hear nonsensical ramblings, illogical fallacy arguments, gaslighting, victim blaming, pseudoscience, lies, abuse and torture apologencia, all from a man with a massive ego and even larger God complex. So, folks, prepare yourself for the special amount of condescending, stupid word salad that we are about to take a look at here. Please kill me. Oh, wait, wouldn't Dr. Matthew Israel shock me for that? Sorry. I'm in one of those moods today. The homemade shock devices invented by the school's founder, Matthew Israel, and manufactured at the school. That's a fact, Doctor. You do that. In your own words, you said that. The GED skin shock device is similar, but with better design, function, and safety to the other skin shock devices that have been used in other programs, including the SIBIS device, which was first used in JRC in 1990. Let me check you, Doctor. The SIBIS functions at a much lower level of electricity than your GED device does. So, your device being safer is an extreme joke. The SIBIS functions just a little bit below that of an ordinary police taser. Your device functions at 15, 45, and 85. Your lowest level setting GED device is 3 times more powerful than a police taser, a device that is known to stop a 250-pound man on full PCP rage mode. And you're using them on children. Your device has also been known, according to the DESI reports and ER documents, to cause second and third degree burns. It's also known to remove feeling in the areas of the skin where it has been repeatedly used. So as always, please spare me the bullshit. We have all the receipts, Doctor. You know the saying, don't you? You cannot lie when we have the receipts, nor can you compare the SIBIS, a device that was not generally used as an aversive in the way that you are trying to make everyone believe here. It was a device that was used by smokers and alcoholics, Doctor. Adults who could consent to whether to use it or not. These kids are not allowed to consent. Do not argue consent with me. None of those kids gave their permission. Those in power over them did. No 9-year-old child is going to sign their name to a torture device. Sit down. Sorry, he's made that argument before. In developing the GED, the JRC retained electrical engineers to follow the FDA's quality system requirements to design a safe and effective skin shock device. The first device, Doctor. The first device. Number 10. Let me give you a little reality check. During the FDA hearings, it was brought to public knowledge that the GED 2, the GED 3, the GED 3A, and the GED 4 was in actuality not made up to the FDA regulations, nor were they approved for use by the FDA. That, sir, is a bald-faced lie. And I have the receipts. The FDA, they talked. In fact, no device that the JRC has used since 1992 has been approved by the FDA. So again, the doctor's trying to play fast and loose with facts. The facts are the current devices being used at the JRC has not been approved in any way, shape, or form by the FDA, nor do they meet the minimal requirements for safety that the FDA demands. Sit down, sir. The component parts of the GED are largely manufactured and assembled by companies outside of the JRC, with final assembly and testing performed at the JRC's electronics department. It's your design, doctor. Did you or did you not design those devices, yes or no? It does not matter where the components were made, sir. You designed that device. When you designed the even more horrific current devices, you did so without the approval of the FDA, nor did you follow the regulations of the time. In fact, you played tag along with the FDA. They did not approve of number 2, the 3, the 3A, or the 4A. Do not insult my intelligence, sir. The FDA told us all about it. How dare you use them in your argument to tell us that it is safe when the FDA has said themselves that they have not approved of the current devices that have been in use since 1992? Yeah. If I were the FDA, I would sue for defamation. Just saying. And also, not a defense that the components were made in other companies surrounding the JRC. You still designed it. You dictated how it was going to be made and how much power it was going to have. Okay? You don't get to pass the blame onto somebody else. Moving on. The JRC and those outside companies adhere to the FDA's good manufacturing practices. Lie! That's a lie, doctor. Again, if you look at the transcripts from those FDA hearings, what you are going to find is that the FDA clearly states that not a single device since 1992 that has been made through JRC's design has been approved by the FDA. Nor did those devices in any way, shape, or form meet their good manufacturing practices. That is a lie, sir. The assembly and testing of the GED that occurs at the JRC modeled after that follows the requirements of the FDA's quality system of regulation. Lie. It's a lie. Those devices were not approved by the FDA. We have the FDA's word, sir. The GED device has been cleared by the FDA for the past 12 years. That is a lie. It's a lie, doctor. Again, I would fully support the FDA in suing this man for defamation, because that's a lie. The FDA has stated clearly during the FDA hearings on that device that they have not approved of a single device since the initial approval for the first GED device, which did not run at the current rates that these new devices do. The 2, the 3A, and the 4A. That is a lie. They have not approved of any of those devices since 1992. That is a lie. Since the GED's initial clearance, JRC has never been found to deviate from the FDA's good manufacturing practices. That is a lie. The FDA states very clearly in the FDA testimonies that as a matter of fact, you have indeed been found to deviate from their good manufacturing practices, which is the reason you didn't offer up the modifications to your device up to the FDA for approval when they had been made. JRC is an FDA registered manufacturer of the GED device. That's a lie. That is not current. You were approved in 1992. These other devices were not approved. You were approved in 92. Continuing to have the FDA's favor means you would renew your manufacturing agreement with the FDA. You did not. This whole paragraph is a lie. One that was brought up by the FDA themselves when they opened that can of things that I like to call the truth. And let the whole world know that as a matter of fact, JRC had with no one's approval, the FDA's or anyone else's, to make modifications to the device and make it more powerful and more painful than the one that was submitted for recognition in 92. Which means the devices that are now employed at the JRC are used without FDA approval. This whole paragraph is a lie, doctor. We have this thing called receipts. Kind of makes it difficult to lie. And they talked, doctor. They talked. And they told us the truth. Your current devices do not have and have never had any approval from the FDA. They have not been shown in any way, capacity, or form to be done within the parameters set by the FDA in regards to regulations. The truth is, you did not submit any of the 3 devices designs that I named up for approval. They approved 1 device. One. Okay. 1. Your modifications to those devices did not have the approval of the FDA. We know that as a fact. Nor did you allow the FDA in any capacity to do their jobs to regulate the subsequent so-called upgrades to the devices since then. The current devices being used right now at your center, sir, have been done without FDA approval. So this isn't even an argument. It's a whole lie. And you don't have to take my word for it. Go to Hoya's massive archive, and you will find the full transcript to the entirety of the 2014 through 2016 FDA hearings on the subject of the safety of the GED device. You'll find it rather enlightening. We're going to close out on that, folks. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few that we do tend to get removed from time to time, so please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time, and as always, we here at Spilling Tea do hope you have a good one. Bye-bye, everyone.